Have you ever heard of a country that has it all but still struggles? A place where beauty and hardship coexist side by side, creating a unique yet challenging environment. The Philippines is like that. It's a nation of stunning contrasts where the natural beauty is as striking as the social and economic challenges. It's a beautiful place with amazing natural resources, from dense forests that are home to diverse wildlife, to crystal clear ocean waters teeming with marine life, and scenic rice terraces that have been cultivated for centuries. Think sparkling beaches, towering mountains, and fertile land. The Philippines is blessed with pristine tropical beaches that attract tourists from around the world, majestic mountain ranges that offer breathtaking views, and lush agricultural fields that sustain its people. But many people there are poor. Despite the country's natural wealth, a significant portion of the population lives in poverty, struggling to meet their basic needs. Why is that? Let's find out. What are the underlying factors that contribute to this disparity? How can a country so rich in resources have so many people living in hardship? The Philippines is full of contrasts. It's a place where modernity and tradition intersect, where the skyline of bustling cities stands in stark contrast to the simplicity of rural life. You can find modern cities and poor villages just miles apart. In the same region, you might see high-rise buildings and luxury condos just a short distance from impoverished villages and slum areas. This difference is what makes the country's problems so complicated. The stark contrast between wealth and poverty creates a complex web of social and economic issues that are not easy to untangle. It's not just one thing, it's many things together. The challenges facing the Philippines are multifaceted, involving economic, social, and political dimensions. The Philippines is like a puzzle. Each piece represents a different aspect of the country's reality, and only by putting them all together can we understand the full picture. To understand why it's struggling, we need to look at all the pieces. We need to delve into its history, its diverse population, and the various challenges it faces. We need to understand its history, its people, and the challenges it faces. From colonial past to modern-day issues, from natural disasters to political instability, each factor plays a role. Only then can we see the full picture. By examining each piece of the puzzle, we can begin to understand the complexities and work towards solutions. Let's begin our journey by exploring the first piece of this puzzle, the unequal distribution of resources. This is a key issue that affects many aspects of life in the Philippines, from economic opportunities to social equity. Imagine a country made up of over 7,000 islands. That's the Philippines. Each island, with its own unique charm and character, contributes to the nation's rich cultural tapestry. This unique geography creates both beauty and challenges. The stunning landscapes and diverse ecosystems are a testament to nature's artistry, but they also pose significant logistical hurdles. It's hard to connect so many islands and make sure everyone has what they need. The vast distances and scattered locations make transportation and communication difficult, often leaving some islands feeling isolated. Some islands have big cities with lots of jobs and opportunities. Manila, for instance, is a bustling metropolis with modern infrastructure, offering a plethora of services and amenities. But many others are remote and isolated. These areas often lack the economic activities that drive growth and development. People in these areas often lack basic things like good roads, hospitals, and schools. The infrastructure is often underdeveloped, making daily life a struggle. Think about it. How can children learn if their school doesn't have enough books, or even a roof that doesn't leak when it rains? Education is a fundamental right, yet many children are deprived of a conducive learning environment. How can people get the health care they need if the nearest hospital is a long boat ride away? Access to medical services is critical, but for many, it remains a distant dream. This unequal access to resources is a major reason why poverty persists in the Philippines. The disparity in resource distribution creates a cycle of poverty that is hard to break. It's like some people are on a fast train to a better life, while others are stuck at the station, unable to even buy a ticket. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is stark and growing. In the next section, we'll look at another piece of the puzzle, the gap between the rich and the poor. This divide is not just about income, but also about access to opportunities, education, and healthcare. Understanding this gap is crucial to addressing the broader issues of inequality and poverty in the Philippines. In the Philippines, the gap between the rich and the poor is huge. A small number of families control most of the wealth, while many struggle to make ends meet. This imbalance creates a lot of problems. When a few people have most of the money, it's harder for everyone else to succeed. It's like playing a game where the rules are rigged. The poor have fewer opportunities to get ahead, and the cycle of poverty continues. Imagine trying to climb a ladder where the rungs are far apart. It's much harder to reach the top. That's what it's like for many Filipinos trying to escape poverty. Education is often called the key to a better life, but for many Filipinos, this key is out of reach. While there are schools, they are often overcrowded, understaffed, and lack resources. Without a good education, it's hard to get a good job and earn a decent living. This traps many Filipinos in low-paying jobs, making it almost impossible to break free from poverty. Imagine a bird with clipped wings. It can see the vast sky, but it can't soar to its full potential. That's what it's like for many young Filipinos who lack access to quality education. Their potential is there, but they don't have the opportunity to realize it. Section 5, too many people, not enough space. The Philippines is a country bursting with life, known for its vibrant culture, beautiful landscapes, and warm, welcoming people. But you know, this blessing also brings challenges. The very vibrancy that makes the Philippines unique also contributes to its struggles. With a large and growing population, the country faces a constant struggle to provide enough housing, jobs, and resources for everyone. The rapid urbanization has led to cities expanding faster than they can manage. In big cities like Manila, people live in crowded conditions. The streets are often congested with traffic, and the buildings are packed tightly together, leaving little room for green spaces or recreational areas. Imagine sharing a small apartment with your extended family with little space to breathe or have any privacy. The lack of personal space can lead to stress and tension among family members. This is the reality for many. Families often have to make do with what little space they have, finding ways to coexist in tight quarters. This overcrowding puts a strain on everything. Public transportation systems are overwhelmed, and essential services like healthcare and education are stretched to their limits. There are never enough jobs, schools, or hospitals to meet the needs of so many people. Classrooms are often overcrowded, making it difficult for students to learn effectively. And hospitals are frequently at capacity, unable to provide timely care. It's like trying to fit a crowd into a small room. It's just not sustainable. The challenge is finding ways to manage this growth while ensuring a good quality of life for everyone. Section 6, Nature's Bounty, Mismanaged Wealth. The Philippines is blessed with an abundance of natural resources. From gold and copper to fertile land and vast fishing grounds, the country has the potential to be incredibly wealthy. But there's a problem: mismanagement. Corruption, weak governance, and a lack of transparency plague the country's natural resource management. This means that the wealth generated from these resources often doesn't benefit the people who need it most. Imagine having a fruit tree in your backyard that bears delicious fruit. But instead of getting to enjoy the fruit, someone else comes and takes it all, leaving you with nothing. That's what's happening in the Philippines with its natural resources. Section 7. The fight for transparency. Many people in the Philippines are fighting for change. They are demanding transparency and accountability from their government. They want to make sure that the country's resources are used to benefit everyone, not just a select few. It's a long and difficult battle, but there is hope. More and more Filipinos are becoming aware of the problem and are raising their voices to demand a fairer system. They are organizing, protesting, and pushing for reforms. Section 8. A brighter future is possible. The Philippines faces many challenges, but it is also a country with enormous potential. It has a young and vibrant population, rich natural resources, and a growing economy. By addressing the issues of inequality, corruption, and environmental degradation, the Philippines can create a brighter future for all its citizens. It's about creating a system that works for everyone, not just a privileged few. Section 9. What can we do? The The problems facing the Philippines may seem overwhelming, but we can all do our part to help. By learning about these issues, raising awareness and supporting organizations working to create positive change, we can contribute to a more just and sustainable future for the Philippines. Every voice matters. Every action counts. Together we can make a difference. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.